Thanks for stopping in. Doing a, I don't know, something a little bit different this time. I'm doing an LP revisited, like one LP. Feel free to have a beer and I'll talk about this record and then we'll move on. I think that I've shown this beer before, and you're welcome to this one, or I have several others that you can also grab. But this is a Blood Orange IPA by 21st Amendment Brewery. Brew Free or Die. I'm pretty sure I've shown this. If not this, I showed something by another one of their brews. Probably maybe would make more sense on the 4th of July. So this is a record by the Apples in Stereo, which I'm sure I'll put in the title, so you will have known this. But this was released in early 2007. It's their 6th studio LP. It's called New Magnetic Wonder. It's a double LP. It comes in around 55 minutes, so it's not completely not a double LP, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's long enough, it kind of can justify being a double LP, 55 minutes. This came out 5 years after the album Velocity of Sound. So that came out in 2002. I'm gonna take this quick moment to say that I do not like that record. I think that I did not like it from day one. I think that it's more of a power pop album, which is not a problem for me at all. My problem with it is that, and I bought the CD whatever day it came out, and then I've also listened to it, through streaming services or whatever. I've never listened to the vinyl of that album. It's mixed, like it's mixed terribly. It's super loud. It's the kind of thing where, people will say, like a 90s or 2000s record is just the CD pressed to vinyl, but that's really not, like, you could not press that CD to vinyl and have it sound that way. It just wouldn't work. It's so loud, it's blown out. So I've been thinking recently, like, maybe I need to go back and, I would actually, I'm not sure that nobody has, but if somebody has experience with the CD and the LP, either the Yep Rock reissue or the original Spin Art vinyl, I would be interested in hearing that, because I feel like it might be that mastering didn't work for me, but maybe the vinyl would be okay because they can't blow it out, they say whatever, brick wall. It's like, it's loud constantly is what it is. It's just loud. You just can't do that on a vinyl record. Anyway, that was my aside on Velocity of Sound from 2002. Not recommended by the douche. Although I might like it. It might have just been the wrong time too. That record is also less than 30 minutes long. Anyway, so back to this. This came out 2007. I can remember the lead up to this because I was thinking, like, kind of on paper, maybe not super excited for this record to come out. It has a definite ELO, like Electric Light Orchestra, and more of the weirder Beach Boys, psychedelic Beatles influences, which is kind of a lot of that had been previously. The ELO stuff is kind of newer for them at this point. Their next record would be the super ELO. So this is 25 tracks on the vinyl version, 24 on the the digital or CD version. But it's really 14 tracks with 10 like vignettes, which kind of, that's what makes me think of the Beach Boys Smile, the way that the vignettes or the transitions are used. This features a slew of Elephant Six related, like from other bands. There's a lot of guest artists. Very like it's indie pop or indie, you know, whatever, pop psych, but with a fairly big guitar sound. Have I already shown this whole thing? I don't know. This is a gatefold. And it comes with an insert that has all the words fit to be printed. Like I say, it is a double LP. I'll show one because they're both the same. Like as far as the labels, just mighty tasty black vinyl. Circa 2007 Petroleum. So I'll quickly. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm doing here. Let's talk about this record. So like I was saying, there was some level of, for me, on paper, not sure I'm going to be into this because I really did not like Velocity of Sound. Again, I'll say again, it could have just been mastering decisions, that maybe the songs were good. I'm sure I've seen those songs perform live. Maybe I like them better in that setting. Getting old and it's hard to remember this stuff. So for the record, so side one, Can You Feel It, which was co-written by Robert Schneider, who basically is Apples and Stereo, and Bill Doss from the late Bill Doss from Olivia Tremor Control. Really that whole first side of the first side of LP1, Can You Feel It, Skyway, Energy, Same Old Drag with, there's a couple interludes, Mellotron and Joni Don't You Worry. Like that is a really strong side. Side two has the vinyl only bonus cut called Atom Bomb, which leads off side two. I actually would think that I would have preferred to have put it after Sundoll Song, which is the second track on side two, which is a Hillary Sidney track that she sings that I really like. But you know, what are you gonna do? They might have figured that it flowed better, maybe. Yeah. The song Sun Is Out on side two, second to last track on side two, it almost feels like a throwaway song. Like it starts off really lo-fi and then it's very repetitive. Sun is out, sun is out. I think that I love that song, and I love seeing it performed. I love that song. Side 3, which is tracks 13 through 19, the second track on there, the first track is Hello Lola, which is another one of these transitional pieces. But 7 Stars, I think, is really great. This is the second track on side 3. I will say I think side 3 is the weakest. You get another one of these Mellotron tracks. Although I think Sunday Sounds is probably the second Hillary Sidney track where she sings lead on. It's interesting. I think that Hillary is not even in the band at this point. I think that she left the band after they recorded this. Yeah. Track after Sunday Sounds is Open Eyes. This is a little bit of an anthemic, you know, like the big guitar sound. The whole record really has a big guitar sound, a little bit spacey, psychedelic. There is a lot of vocoder, Mellotron, which isn't gonna work for everybody. Side 4 is really, well, it opens with another one of these interludes, vocoder, Baba, and then Radiation, I think, is a great song. But really the centerpiece of the whole second LP really is probably Beautiful Machine, which is in two tracks, but parts 1 and 2 and parts 3 and 4. That's kind of the middle of the second side of the second LP. That's probably the centerpiece of that whole second LP. And then oddly, it ends, it sputters out a little bit, but I still think that on the second LP, the second side is the strongest of the two. Although I think that there's two really good songs on side 3. It's kind of the way that the function of the way the record is laid out in a similar sense to Smile, where there's weird interludes between tracks. Anyway, this is Apples in Stereo, New Magnetic Wonder. I'm not sure if I'm even gonna post this, but it's something else. I think this is really good. I can see an argument that this is their best record. I think that I have a more of a nostalgic feel for some of their earlier records, but I can totally see where you could say this is a more fully realized, kind of out of nowhere, pulling all these Elephant Six traits that I love together into this record. The next record I really like too, but it's so like dancey ELO that this is way better than, I can't even remember the name of that record, but this is way better than that one. I have it. I guess I can go get it. I'm not gonna go get it though. Anyway, New Magnetic Wonder. Maybe another time I'll do a LP revisited on whatever the hell that record is called, but I can't remember its name. Which I do like. I just don't think that it compares to this. I think this is just a more complete record. So that's my chit chat for today on an NLP Revisited. We'll see if I do this. It's possible this doesn't get posted, but if I post this, we'll see if I do another one. These are, more niche than the niche stuff I normally do anyway. So I appreciate you checking this out, and yeah, talk to you next time. Cheers.